All right, Golf Pit fam, welcome back to the Golf Pit, the place where everybody gets better. Today, we got a really special treat for you, but we got a really special treat for me too. We got Fernando Lopez here. Longtime student of mine, been working together for 2 or 3 years. Fernando is from El Salvador though, where he is the #1 ranked junior player in the country, and one of Central America's best junior players, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not to put too much on you, but right, let's do it, okay? So we got a real treat today. We're in here for 3 hours. We're gonna do a complete game checkout, right? We're gonna check out the full swing, the wedge play, the short game, the putting, and then we're going out on course where it matters for this guy, right? Is in course management. How do I play golf, not just play golf swing? All right, so the bad shots, what do those look like?
Well, right now, there's a couple of duck hooks going on. I've been missing, like, getting some double crosses, wanting to cut the ball, and just it turning over that way. So that's one of the biggest problems, but...
The double cross.
Yeah, the double cross.
Okay. The right arm not being too straight.
Yeah.
So here, you know, the hips finish their turn, and now the right arm starts to bend at the top of the swing, and that's where it opens up the opportunity for you to get out in front of the golf ball, okay? And for the club to fall behind, and for you to be a little more reliant on the timing of your release.
Okay.
All right? But again, you can see right here, a really stiff right arm is what I would call, right? And again, we're kind of searching. Sometimes the players will search for width with a right arm that stays too straight when the width really just needs to be found with the left arm, and the right arm can be a little bit softer, because from this point in the swing, you get a little bit too much in front of this golf ball. That's where, to me, your double cross can come from. You get in front, you get to your front foot, and now that's going to then cause a little loss of club face control, and that can be where the double cross, okay? And let's work on our set position, right? And let's just make sure the right arm is a little bit softer. I don't want to feel that right arm stay so stiff and then have the world change in the last minute of the top of the swing when I'm already trying to create a transition move with my body, okay? Because that's where things will fall behind, and that's where then we're trying to hit the cut, and all of a sudden I back up and I lose control of the club face, okay? Yeah. So go ahead and set up, no golf ball. Go right back to, you know, your set position, your hands kind of around the bottom of your rib cage and paws. That a boy right there. See, that's so much better, okay? Just knowing that, you know, the left hand is going to be the one that holds and supports the club. So you should be able to open up your right hand and have nothing change, right? These last 3 fingers and that heel pad is what's doing it. Go back down, do it again. So you can just keep that right arm soft, and you can allow the left shoulder, yep, there you go, do it again. Left shoulder and left arm to move back and set the club. Awesome. One more time. Keep the right hand off and do it just left hand only. Good. One more time. There you go. And I want to try to get to the point where it gets just to 90 degrees, right? I don't want it to get over 90. That's a little bit of what goes on in your transition, and you have plenty of angle. For a player like you with the power, I mean, you're going to make some, you want to play college golf, right? Yeah. In the States. You're going to make a college golf program very, very happy, because very smart player, takes instruction well, great strength, very, very teachable, right? For a good player like you, and for most of the good players who hit it hard, the game is not like it is for the amateurs and the not as high level players, where they're trying to create more angle into impact. We actually need to have you soften that up. There's a lot of angle coming in, and you have a lot to do to get rid of it, right? So I think step 1 for us is making sure that when you set the club, you're setting it to a 90 and it's stopping, versus past 90. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. And again, I think it's going to be more about your last 3 fingers, your right hand doing nothing, but look at how that goes to the same spot every time. Just turn it back there, my right arm is soft, and boom, the club stops there. It can't really go any further, okay? When it goes further, it's because there's an extra set going on. So we want to quiet the hands out. So go ahead and do it again. Okay. Feel like you get just to 90 and there's not that little bit of extra going. Boom, perfect, dude. Awesome. Do it again. Left shoulder, left arm, slowly moving it back. Very good. Softer. Awesome. Yep. Good. And you know what? Let's talk about the grip, Kev. Let's come over here face on. Okay. The grip for you is a big piece, and it's really the trail hand grip that's a big piece for you, okay? The trail hand and the index and the thumb. So go ahead and put your grip on. this is what I've been calling lately. I see a lot of players with this. This is kind of what I call the black hole grip, okay? Part of the reason why he has the extra lag that we just talked about is when you have the space between your thumb and forefinger, there's nothing there to support the club. Yeah. Okay, so what we want to see happen is we want to see the thumb be just barely on the other side of the grip, not a lot, so it's like the inside of that part of your thumb is on that side, okay. And then we're going to pinch that together a little bit more. You got a little more trigger finger, and now though, that little piece right there gives you another level of connection on the golf club. That's what's going to allow you, when you get to the top, to be able to stop the club and have it change direction for you and be much more in control of it. When that finger and thumb is open like that, we get up there and the club can't really do anything but fall behind. Okay? Gets more problematic the longer the club gets, because again, you're creating speed, you're getting up there and the club's falling a little bit behind and you're already going through. And that's where, again, I think most of the double crosses and stuff would come from. So it does have to do a little bit with the grip, less about what we talked about before in the left hand being strong, but more an understanding that I want to try to create a point of connection. Yeah, so this part of the right index finger would be on the club, and then that part of the right thumb, right? So now go ahead and set your club. And you can use that. There you go. Look how it stopped completely right there. Awesome. Do it again. So it kind of creates a little barrier for that club to boom. Set. Beautiful. We got a soft right arm now, and now we've got another point of connection on the club that's down further. Fantastic. Totally different. Go get that from behind for a sec, Kev, because you can probably see the difference from before. Beautiful, dude. Awesome. Yeah, totally different. Okay, one more time. Left arm down the line. We've got a little connection in the right hand. Good. Okay. And then Kev, come around front and do it for me how you were doing it before with the open hand grip, right? The black hole, I call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, they're much more angular, and the club just kind of falls on you. Okay. Yeah. So for you, we're going to get you better by keeping you a little wider with that angle and more stable, everything more together. And now the cool thing is that with that thumb and forefinger in the right place, your control of the club head and the club face is going to change. The right hand is really where the control and the awareness of the club comes from. And when the black hole grip takes place, it's like, okay, I can try to square it up, but like the club doesn't want to react, right? So all of a sudden you're now going to be able to use the club and feel it a little further down on the grip. And this is like, I always talk about, you know, when you go to the dentist's office, you have the doctor in your mouth and he's got these really long tools and he's right on the end of them because he has more control. It's amazing how much more control you'll have simply by having a connection point here in your right hand versus no connection point at all, okay? It's going to create a lot more stability. So our goal is to kind of feel that elongated kind of little gun type look. Use that as sort of a wedge to stop the club. My right arm is soft. And now we're going to do some set goes where the right arm stays soft. I turn it up there. I pause, and then I move it through, okay? We're going to attack the set with the softer right arm. We're going to attack the transition at the top with the same drill. The set, stop, go. Set it, done. Turn it up there, no change of anything, good, and then through. Good, one more time for me. Set it, good. Turn it up there, done. Stay wide, don't let it collapse. There you go, awesome, dude. And now rip it through. Can you feel that? Wide at the top. Okay. Wide at the top. I don't want you getting narrow at the top. That's what causes the club to fall behind and opens up the ability to hit those double crosses, okay? A couple more of those. Good grip. Set the club. Sure. Turn it up there. Awesome, dude. Way better. Way better. Okay. So good grip. Soft right arm at your set. Keep it wide up there and finish it. Good. Now go through. Fantastic, dude. Awesome. A better version with fewer moving parts of the swing you already showed up with, which is one of the best I've seen you show up with. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Dude, awesome. Okay? Awesome. Amazing. You look at this impact position, this is why I say you're going to make a college coach really happy, because, again, if you just look at where you are coming into the golf ball, the amount of angle and compression, this is what great players do. Good right hand grip, soft right arm, turning it up there, letting everything finish. Beautiful, there it is. Good. And so here's the thing. you know, before we take a look at this, right? You have all that angle we talked about. And this is, again, this is cool to watch with good players, how they make adjustments. For the 8-iron, the ball position actually looks a little closer to a driver, right? Why is that? Well, it's subconsciously something that you've moved forward, or consciously, in an effort to give you the ability to shallow out all of that extra angle. Now, we can actually move it back just a little bit. Okay. Your ball's gonna come down lower, you're gonna squeeze it out more, and the start lines are gonna be better. Okay. It's also gonna be something that helps eliminate that dreaded double cross. When the ball gets that far forward, and we kind of back up on it and release, the ball's going left of left. So just go to where the ball position normally was, back it up a tiny bit, and then same thing for me, right? Bump your hips a little bit, get a little weight on the front foot. There we go, look at the different ball flight, right?
Yeah.
Much lower and tighter.
Yeah.
But again, it's cool because you're a great player, you have a lot of time on, with the club in your hands, and it's amazing how the good players, you know, their setup changes to adapt to whatever's going on in their swing to make them see the golf ball that they want to see, right? And it's the #1 thing that changes when we see the guys in person out on the road, or the guys in college when they come back, right? Their setup has gone off because something in their swing. So we've got the answers with the swing, and now we can see where the setup on the ball position is going to help us get lower, tighter ball flights that we don't see that ball double cross anymore. Yeah. So one more of the drill, and then we'll get into some longer clubs and some fuller swings. Good grip, soft right arm. Good. Oh, great.